Up with it, y'all. It's not the worst thing in the world to be uncomfortable. You feel me? You can learn a lot from being uncomfortable. Actually, being uncomfortable is also not the worst thing. Like I said, it could also be a good thing. It's all in all how you strategize what you do. And what I mean by that is cipher what I meant. So, being uncomfortable. I woke up today and I was uncomfortable. I was out of it. I felt drained. I also felt a little exhausted. I felt tired of just the world and how it just beats you up every day and takes so much out of you. I felt tired, exhausted of the situations I go through. The worst thing that I have to deal with when I first wake up is back to my reality. So since my family had blood sacrificed me and had done humiliation rituals to me, I had smoked a dust blunt, you know what I mean? 9 times. You know what I'm saying? And it unbalanced the chemical in my brain. So the first thing I do when I wake up is I always have to hear the voices in my head. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like when I'm sleeping, I'm hibernating, it's kind of peaceful. You know what I mean? Unless I'm having a lucid dream or something, I don't have to deal with much. As soon as I wake up, it's like back to reality. I gotta go through the whole spiritual warfare. So I woke up and I felt like I woke up on the other side of the bed. I didn't want to get out the bed. You know what I mean? But because I was so uncomfortable, I ended up getting into it and I got my workouts in. You know what I'm saying? I strategized and I got my little workouts in. All around my walls, I have quotes of positivity, around my walls. So if I look right here, by my head of my bed is one that says something like this. Ambition and motivation is the key to success. And that's what you got to keep putting in your brain every day. You got to keep putting in your mind, keeping your spirit, keeping your soul. Have it heavy in your heart. The next line is be inspired by God for God, be admired by God for God, be inspired by you for you, be admired by you for you. Self-care, self-love, strengthen the bond daily. And these are the type of quotes I would keep all around. I might even have something like, God is supplying me with my every need. Everything is working in my favor. You know what I mean? Over here, I might have something like God is glory, glory is God. God is victory, victory is God. And I have these little quotes over here. I am blessed. I am more than beautiful. You know what I mean? And over here, I look on the wall. It has God sees you. God hears you. God is always with you. God has everything under control. And that's what you always got to remember whenever you have a problem. God is with you. God sees you. God hears you. God has it all under control. I am blessed. I am more than beautiful. I am more than wonderful. I am more than amazing. God is glory. Glory is God. God is victory. Victory is God. Like I said over here, God is supplying me my every need. Everything is working in my favor. Be inspired by God for God. Be admired by God for God. Be inspired by you for you. Be admired by you for you. Ambition, motivation is the key to success. And if you wake up every day like that and you stay focused and you busy, you don't have time to think about negativity. You don't even have time to think about how uncomfortable you are because you're doing something about it. Every day you getting up, you waking up and you're preparing yourself for a better future. It's a work in process. We all know everything doesn't happen overnight, but I guarantee if I get up every day, we get up every day and we keep working at where we're trying to get to, eventually we'll get there. Imagine how good I'll be in 5 years. Imagine how good you'll be in 5 years, 7 years, a decade from now. Because you're getting up every day and you're hustling your muscle. You're making great ambition. You're making great motivation, great dedication, great inspiration. You're getting up every day and you getting up and you're hustling your muscle to do better. You know what I'm trying to say? You're working on yourself. It's a great thing. So being uncomfortable is always like a gift too. It's not the worst thing in the world because yes, we're uncomfortable. But what happens if you have a cold? I had a cold. We're sick. You're going to do everything to get up out of that uncomfortableness. You're going to try to take a medication, eat fruits, drink hot teas, hot waters, hot baths, or let the hot heat water hit your chest, breathe in, breathe out. You're going to find some home remedies and things to feel better. And that's just how it is in life. So I always felt that being uncomfortable gave me the greatest inspiration. Being uncomfortable gave me one of the greatest motivations and dedications. You know what I'm trying to say? It inspired me to do better. It gave me great ambition because when I'm uncomfortable, I work on myself to be better. And this is what people always, it's so amazing when you look at it that way instead of looking at the worst in the world. Because when you get up and you work on yourself, all you're going to end up doing is having positivity. All you're going to end up having is positivity. You know what I mean? There ain't going to be no destruction in your path because you're moving it out the way. You don't got time to entertain it because you're going to be too big, being biggity in your heart and your mind, your spirit and your soul, and making your problem small to a giant. You ain't got time to entertain it. You're going to be getting up every day with a positive movement, positive attitude to do better. And this is what I do. You feel me? So when I look at it, I've been uncomfortable my whole life, you know what I mean, dealing with a lot of things. And I've always tried to find a solution. And the solution is to get up, get out, get something. The solution is to get up and do better. The solution is to give it up to God. The solution is to dance. The solution is to watch something that'll make you happy. The solution is to learn something that actually makes you feel good. The solution is to do something that makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of solutions to our problems. You don't have to drink it down. You don't got to smoke it down. You ain't got to pop pills down. You don't got to crush up the pills and sniff them down. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do none of those drugs, acids, mushrooms, LSD, whatever. You don't got to do none of that. You ain't got to pop no X. You ain't got to do Cogentin. You ain't got to do no Percocets. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do none of that. None of that. What you got to do is give it up to God and do better. Simple. You know what I mean? So I just had to share this with you. It was going to be a short video. I'm not going to make this one too long, you know, about how it is when you are uncomfortable. I feel like being uncomfortable gives you a mindset to, it's like you look at your life where you at right now. We know this is not where you want to be, but you're going to get up every day and you're going to make a purpose to prosper and make great progress and never be someone's project. So you don't have to be there tomorrow. You're going to do everything you have to do so you could have better the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year. And when you're uncomfortable, you got to look at it as using your mind as a weapon. It gives you all the strategy, you know, the tools to want to do better so you don't have to be uncomfortable again. That's what the true definition of knowing yourself and loving yourself and self-care and self-love is when you're uncomfortable. Because I'm not going to be uncomfortable and just sit here and accept it. Most people are not, I'm saying you're not going to do it. You're not, he's not, she's not, your mom, your aunt, your cousins, people in the community, your neighbor, your workers, you know, your boss. If you go to school, everyone in your school, your peers, you know, no one's going to want to just be uncomfortable. Real men and women always get up and find a solution to do better because no one wants to sit in that. You know what I'm saying? No one, it's like we grown ups and we gonna just do it on ourselves and just sit on it. Nobody gonna want to sit there and be uncomfortable. Not if you can help it. You're gonna get up and do better. You're gonna get up and do better. So it was like in life, that was always one of my greatest skills of an asset that I had to myself, where everybody would just entertain their problems and give up. I chose to do something when I'm uncomfortable. You feel me? And remember that when I'm uncomfortable, God loves you. Remember that when you're uncomfortable, God hears you. God sees you. God is with you. God is answering your prayers. God is on your side, you know. God has got everything under control. God had the last say so. That's what you gotta, whenever you're uncomfortable, put stuff like this in your brain. Whenever you have problems, you have a situation, the devil knocked on your door, remember you are blessed. Remember God shields you. Remember God is healing you. Remember you are more than beautiful. You are more than amazing. You know what I'm saying? You're more than outstanding, outgoing. You're more than wonderful. You remember that God is glory. Glory is God. God is victory. Victory is God. You know what I'm saying? These are things you keep inside with you. You keep inside with you, you know? You keep, I could do all things through God, you know? With God, you will always win. Remember things like that. Be inspired by God for God. Be admired by God for God. I'm saying be inspired by you for you. Be admired by you for you. Ambition and motivation is the keys to success. You know what I'm saying? Remember that there's no competition but you. The biggest competition is you. And why I say that is because you are in control and own of your own destiny. Can't nobody make you do something you don't want to do, and can't nobody tell you something that, you know what I'm saying, that you'll do that you don't want to do. Only you can choose to. Just like if someone is being ignorant, someone's being negative to you, someone's saying something that you don't want to hear, you do not have to listen to that person, nor do you have to entertain them. But if you take the broken stuff from their system and put it into yours, then they're going to be in control because they're mind controlling you to do something strange for a piece of change, to scoop so low to get high, being the prettiest person doing the ugliest thing, like meaning you was a child of God, but did you see how fast that person was negative to you and then you start doing the devil's work yourself? So you always got to have your own mind control. You always got to have everything in control. You always want to be that person to be leading your own destiny. All right. So onto that, everybody already know I'm gonna say stay on God time and stay off demon time. Stay off demon time and stay on God time. And remember, I got you, you got me, we got each other, and God got us. It's not up for a debate. It's not up for a discussion. Real recognize real, right? Okay, yeah. So say it with me. All right, from your heart, from your spirit, and your soul. No matter what religion or what it is you believe in, I got you, you got me, we got each other, and God got us. Remember that every time the devil knock on your door. It's North Side, God's plan. Up with it, let's get it. and let's strengthen the bond daily. Till the next episode, everybody subscribe to my channel, Northside God's Plan, and Chef CIE. Leave an up with a comment and share this video. Like I said, till the next episode, Aces, up with it. Peace. God bless.